Welcome back to Mega Man Battle Network. Okay, so we stopped the whole ordeal with the whole traffic incident, but now we are traveling through the end of it. Whoa! Holy cow, hello! Yeah, in this case, I never knew this. I never really knew this. You can actually refight the way a boss without ever having to search for them again. I have no idea why Capcom did this, because you have the ability to save anywhere at any point of given time. So if anything, if you saved before going to the right spot, and assuming that you have internet on your side, these random battles will start to show up. In case that did not happen, in case if you wound up finding the right spot and then you wound up dying to him, but you did not save beforehand. Well, no, that shouldn't be the case, actually, now that I think about it. Because what happens is that you should have saved at this point in time. You should have saved at this point in time. It would take you a bit longer, yeah, but now you would save at the most proper place because now you know that guy is there when you get the win. So I have no idea why Capcom did this. It's only pointless. It's only used for making more money. But now we got ourselves a new boss battle. Well, more so an old one. You check out that machine that was in Hixby's shop a moment ago, and you get to refight Number Man to get his chip. Number Man is exactly the way he was when you fought him the first time around, of course, so the only thing you would have to expect out of this fight is that you're much more powerful than him, so therefore most of his attacks are going to be pretty much useless because you're more prepared, for one, and two, you are much more powerful than he is. Spoiling a lot more bigger chips, so on and so forth. So, Number Man, if anything, is a lot easier if you know exactly what you're doing. Or I can completely forget what I was talking about, which explains the silence. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so this rematch of Number Man isn't really at all too difficult, if anything, longer. So he sets out all of his usual traps, you know, bombs, and dice, so on and so forth, and it's basically the same thing. But now we get Number Man N. Usually whenever you get like a new chipset, you get usually whenever you get like a new like Navi chip, it's usually like Gutsman G or something like that. It's usually the first letter of the guy's name. That was located at the park where... There was a yellow car parked there. We already got it. It's an HP memory. We're doing a little bit of cleanup is what we're doing. Here, I tried to look for the same exact thing, except that now it does work. That there is HP memory. Next up is... I don't even recognize this place. Oh, I recognize this place now. This is actually Mayo's house. This is within a Surfbot doll. Yes, the same exact Surfbot that you would find in Mega Man Legends. Those little Lego Man guys that run about, and it's got like a really high-pitched voice. Usually high-pitched. Sometimes it's gruff. Next stop is within the network area for the school where you encountered Number Man. Well, not in the same exact place, but this is the area that you need to be in. I think it's area 4, 5, 6, something like that. Anyways, this is where you can get HP memory. Immediately jack out afterwards. We already received this one in our earlier playthrough of this level, but here is where you would be able to get another HP memory. I don't think this is the right spot. No, this is not the right spot at all. If you absolutely want this HP memory, go watch my last part. I managed to grab it there. So, we're going to be hanging out here for a good while until I decide to cut away. Oh, excuse me. Jesus. Okay, we are back from the cleanup. Now, let's go face off against... Ooh, who's this guy? He's got a bunch of fish. Mesa! Actually, in the Battle Network anime, NT Warrior, this guy's pretty insane. Anyways, now we got another boss fight here. Man, this is just boss fight Orama here. Sharkman. Here I demonstrate the power of Number Man. Basically what he does is that he rolls dice. Whatever number that lands on the dice is the amount of damage. Multiplied by 10. So if you roll a 3, I shouldn't exactly say you, I should say Number Man rolls a 3, then it'll be 3 times 10, which is pretty simple, it's 30, and that's the amount of damage that the enemy will take to all areas. No enemy is safe from Number Man and his damaging attack. However, of course, due to the fact that it's being done via dice, it all really depends on what your luck really is. So if you have shitty luck, you're not going to get anywhere with Number Man. Anyways, more on the boss rather than the Navi chip. Sharkman is rather interesting. He will hide in 3 different columns. It is unknowing whether or not his shark fin is the real fin, as there are 2 different shark fins that are fake. The only way to tell is that when you do strike the shark fin, it doesn't make like a cancelled out animation. nor a dull, like, bolt sound effect. However, if you do manage to hit Sharkman, he'll make the usual damaging sound effect. And you'll know that you actually managed to hit him. Keep on repeating that, and he'll pop out of the water to release a water tower. And that's basically it for Sharkman. He doesn't really have a whole lot of alternating attacks. He's rather easy to remember, but more often than not, you'll take damage from the pot shots. Anyways, let's use a good old trusty Z cannon on him, eventually. At least I got a shot off of him. I do not like the Z cannon. It does a great deal of damage. Don't get me wrong, that's great. It's not so great when you have something like this, where the enemy is constantly, like, disappearing because he's hiding, or he's flat out being blocked off by something else. That's the annoying part. Anyway, Sharkman is defeated. With that, we get 3,000 Zenny. Great. But we get an even better reward. We get an HP memory. Let's see, how is Mega Man doing? Level 30. I guess it's working. For the most part, you don't really have to worry about Mega Man's level. It'll occur naturally as you go along the game. Anyways, Dr. Floyd wanted to see us from an email. He gives us a www pin. And what does this pin do? Well, not only gives us ultimate access to all of WWW's operations in this game, but you may have noticed all those odd-looking purple doors with a skull on it. Those are WWW doors. And you cannot enter them unless you have a certain object. That certain object turns out to be the World 3 pin. Using that will grant you total access to any of those doors whatsoever found throughout the entire game. And yes, I did stumble upon my words there. That was not your video player fucking up. That was not anything. Anyways, I made a small cut here because I was trying to locate a certain Navi that has been deleted before, but I did not really get anywhere. Anyways, let's tell Mom about what's going on. I was also looking for a certain WWW pin door, but can't really seem to find the pathway that leads to it. Which is what that flash was all about. Anyways, this guy is being such grouch that he doesn't even want to talk to us about anything. Nothing out there unusual, he's just an old man. Doing old man things, griping about people on his lawn, threatening to shoot them with a shotgun, so on and so forth. You get the point. Let's see here. More battle mail? Really? These things are like so far behind, it's ridiculous. Well, except for these things are describing Aurora Navis, but Aurora viruses, which For some reason, whenever they open up their mouths, something pops up and it completely destroys the person's nappy, but, you know, it's nothing too special. Don't worry about it. Okay, I think that's me looking up a guide. I have to look up a guide several times so that I know where to find what boss and where. So I decided to go back to town. After making a little bit of story progress. Yeah, this is mostly a cleanup episode. For the most part. Anyways, we are heading back to Lan's computer. Jack back in. And now we have arrived at the Metro Line area. You want to take the path that I am taking right now. This path will lead you to a special area. Although, that's not the right path. Ignore what I just said. This is just basically like trial and error. If you keep on going along certain paths, you'll eventually find what you're looking for in this area. Ah, here we go. No, that's not the right way. Well, that is the right way towards the sun. That navy, that's not what does anymore, but born that way. Right now, we are trying to search for this correct order of area. Here we go. This WWW thing, which holds up a power-up. We are going to use that wisely to power up Mega Man later. Anyways, we're going to head back to the government complex and actually continue with plot. Huh. So on to the party we go. Oh, but first we need to power up Mega Man. Let's see here. Let's power up Rabbit. And each time Mega Man fires his Mega Buster, he collapses onto the floor, foaming at the mouth. He's got rabies. I would like to see an animation of that, just like Mega Man looking all dervish, foam at the mouth. It's like twitching about. Yeah. Anyways, I think I get a little bit lost here because I totally forgot what I was doing. Oh, Jesus. Man. Hey, I gotta insert some sort of humor into this series. So far it's been nothing but do this, do that. Here's what you need to do for this, this, and this. Welcome to the Life of RPGs, ladies and gentlemen, where we basically talk about everything and what's going on in the world. So far, this has been my most talkative series ever. Like, I don't just sit here and just, like, wait until something important can happen. I'm just sitting here running my gums off. Okay, well, this is the filtering room, I believe. Where water is filtered, so that everything tastes so pristine and fresh. This is the pump room, where water is extracted from the ocean. Or wherever they get the water from. Guessing the Earth? I don't know. Anyways, if we talk to Floyd here, he says that he is sorry, but we can have a rematch with him, where we can face off against Iceman. Now, we faced off against Iceman before in the ice stage. He's just like any other Navi rematch. He's no different. As a matter of fact, this fire... This fireman attack should do the trick. Miss. Yeah, let's use him. Keep in mind that his health is 597. We use Fireman? Look at that health drop! Or not! I guess I was thinking of something else. I am terribly sorry about that, folks. I was completely thinking of something else. I have no idea what this guy's weakness is. Maybe electricity? So if I have the Elect Sword with me, instead of doing 130 damage, it works pretty much like the old Mega Man games, you know, like if you were to use electricity on water, it would cause double the damage. So instead of dealing 130 damage, you will be dealing... Oh, let's see here... 260, I believe, is the right number? Whatever it is, it's quite a lot of damage. Very worth your time to know how much... Very worth your time to invest in this and any character's weakness. Be a normal virus or a boss virus. Or a boss enemy in general. Most definitely for boss enemies, because boss enemies take forever. For some reason, I keep getting hit by that. That thing faces you after each hit. Well, unless you have invincibility frames. Ow. It's like, here, take this. Bam! Okay, any new bright ideas? Woodman, I guess? I haven't really figured this out until like way on in the playthrough, where apparently enough there are certain Navi ships that only obey to the blue squares. So with Woodman, you can obviously see I was off in the far back end, but only attacked the blue squares as opposed to attacking the whole area 3x3. Haha! You missed me! And now you pay for your debt. With that, we get Iceman Eye. Iceman does... let's see... 60. He's pretty much like Woodman. Let's give it Gutsman. I'm not seeing him any usefulness at this point. You can only hold up to about a total of 5 Navi chips. Any more than that, the Mega Man goes, no. You're not going that far, dude. This is not OP. This is not an OP kind of restricted area. Not an OP restricted area. So that means it is an OP restricted area. I'm getting my grammar mixed up. That doesn't usually happen. What is this sorcery? Okay, I'm still trying to gather information about this whole party thing. Oh, here's this random guy. He's got a son who searches for rare chips. No, it's not Hixby, as far as I'm aware of. But he wants this certain chip that's very rare. Meanwhile, in an alternate dimension, we finally figure out what to do. We need to talk to Chad here. Chad, Quad. I usually call him Quad for whatever reason. So Chad here is being a little grumpy today, and he walks out on us. Anyways, here's our father. He seems a little bit spry today. She's coming. And there she is. So now we have a happy little reunion between the two. Blah, blah, blah. And finally, you wind up down here. Okay, so... Ah, yes, this. The pet recycling stand. Enter through here. And... now we search. We are searching for some mystery there. More specifically this, for HPMemory. After that, jack out. Let's talk to the family here, namely Dad. Dad tries to explain something about Mega Man, but unfortunately though, he gets interrupted by this intercom. And now our game gets delayed, and now our biggest plot point gets delayed by a couple more hours. Mega Man is not joking. He wants you to talk to basically everybody, so you need to talk to everybody. You can ignore what they talk about all you want. Either way, the last person you talk to will activate another cutscene, so be sure to talk to everybody. If you think you've talked to everybody, but the cutscene's not activating, you have clearly missed somebody. Yeah! Wonderful gameplay, huh? Alright. Now we get introduced to today's show, the Mr. Sap Hour. Mr. Sap Hour. Sounds like a fairly weird porno. Welcome to the Mr. Zap Hour. Quick. Alright, thanks a lot to this Electman character. Count Zap has cut off all the power in the entire building. So now everybody has gone blind, and now we've run into a dead end. Oh, well, never mind. I guess we can say a little bit. So, next part, we deal with that.